Alright, so I'm working on this 5M, putting this thing back together, and doing the timing now. And a lot of people have asked how to do this. It's tricky and scary, all that nonsense. It's actually raining. I'm doing this in the rain. I know you can't see that. So I'm going to show you how I do this. First things first, set the crankshaft, or the top number one piston. That's this one. This, I want nobody to think that's the piston. That is not the piston. Set it to top dead center. Line this little mark here with this little notch next to the 0. That is 0 degrees top dead center for the number one cylinder. So we get that done. We get our tension here on a belt. Set this camshaft first. First thing you're gonna do, I've already done this. You take that oil cap off. You can look down inside. That circle there, you can't quite tell, but if you spin this camshaft, it's actually in a hole. If you spin it a little bit, I'm not going to do now because I'm in the middle of timing this thing, but you'll see the flat camshaft surface coming around. So this is exactly where it needs to be. I did mine with the valve covers off. It's much easier. The exhaust cam has an identical setup. There is no access to it. So to time it, you're going to need to take that exhaust cover off. No problem. So the cam themselves are in time. This, where I can see this, there is a small notch right there. It's kind of hard to see. I've actually got whiteout in it from a previous install, but if you look at it right like this, it lines up with this notch. And it's not quite, doesn't look quite perfect, but it's not going to get any better than that. So that's where that needs to be. So this is in good place. We've got the right amount of tension here on this belt. The last thing you do is the exhaust cam. I say that because you loosen up your tensioner where it'll actually move. That's going to release the tension on this side of the belt here. So I'm going to set this correctly. What I've already thrown it on there, and I found that it was off by about 1 tooth. I need to clean those up. And it's starting to rain even more, so I'm going to make this in a hurry. So what we're going to do, we've got to take it off, move the belt 1 tooth, and then I'll show you how to put that joker back on. Do this cam last. It'll save you. I'm going to put the phone down here so I can set this up. Do this cam last, as it will make the job a lot easier. Alright, so I moved it over 1 tooth. So now with the tensioner bolt loose, don't take it out, leave the spring on. With the tensioner bolt loose, put it into place and you push it. You're pushing against that spring tensioner, so it's a little difficult. Then you do it and put it back on. We can see I'm now way off. That's the way it goes with 5M engines. It's a pain in the butt, trial and error, but it's very simple once you get the hang of it. If I didn't have my phone in my hand, and it is like it's really raining now. Oh yeah, it's really raining now. So sadly, I won't get to run this thing today. Maybe tomorrow. I'll fix this later. I gotta go.